All right, big episode. Big episode. I'm about to switch it up. It's episode 10, Insider Ties. I've been putting a lot of good stuff on the website. I hope you guys are clicking through and going to the website and looking at that information there because there's a lot of real good stuff on there. So go to the website, arch-usa.com. Make sure you're checking out the Insider Ties post because if you're really about becoming smarter in the sneaker business, and I mean the business, not just saying, yo, I like these shoes, these are dope, but I'm talking about becoming a lot more knowledgeable about what's going on with the sneaker business, then the website's going to help you a ton to be able to talk to people about stocks, to talk about what's going on with Foot Locker or what's going on with Finish Line, all of these different things that are really important because this episode, this is going to be the game changing episode because what I'm doing is I'm going to come at you guys with basically my 10 things since it's episode 10 things to go from sneakerhead to ownership. From sneakerhead to ownership. Come back after the theme music real quick and we're going to get into it. All right? Theme music. Okay. The whole point of me starting a YouTube channel was really, if you go back, I got like 100 videos that are in other segments other than Insider Ties. And those 100 videos are all either answering questions about business, about starting a business without any money. I've been really big on sharing the information that I've kind of gathered over all of these years. So I want to use my experience as a way to get anyone watching these videos to start creating their own opportunities, right? Wearing sneakers. I mean, we all love sneakers. If you're on this and you're watching Insider Ties, that means you're a person that probably has more than 5 to 10 pair of sneakers in your closet and you love sneakers. All right. I know you are. You're just like me. Everybody's the same. We all love kicks. But this is the thing, wearing sneakers is fun. And when you have something that someone else doesn't have, that's dope. But most of the time, sneaker lovers, guys that really care about the culture of sneakers and hip hop and everything, because it all goes hand in hand as far as I'm concerned. Um, Most of the time, the sneaker guys are younger guys, right? And what the younger guys have on their side is time. All right. And I think about it like this, like on Kendrick Lamar's to Pimp a Butterfly when he goes to the interview with Tupac at the end of the video, right? And Tupac talks about how when a dude turns 30, he doesn't have the energy to go on and fight the struggle. Well, Pac was kind of half right. Man, you still have the drive. You tend to kind of slow down and start settling in a family life, and it's a little bit different. But if you're a sneaker lover that's 50 years old, or even if you're a 15-year-old sneaker lover, you can find an access point into ownership. Now, I'm bringing this up because I talk about the stocks, I talk about Nike, I talk about all of these different marketing ideas and things like that. And the reason I talk about that stuff instead of saying, "Yo, here's a sneaker. This sneaker is dope. The heel counter features I don't do all of that stuff because that's not for me. What I want you guys to start thinking about is ownership. How do you become an owner of that sneaker that you love? Um, what I'm going to do now, Insider Ties, the next 10 episodes. Now, I may come in and throw something in, in between about a particular topic because there's a lot going on that I really want to talk about. But the next 10 episodes, basically, I'm going to take each one of these things and I'm going to be pointing here and I'm going to be adding a lot of little bubbles and things like that on each point that are the topics that I want you guys to start thinking about. And these are going to become your access points into being an owner. We got to get ownership of this culture. All right. It's just like hip hop. We don't want the sneaker world to become like hip hop where everybody's encroaching. And really, that's what's happening. If you're paying attention, people are encroaching on the culture. They're taking it from you. They're giving you shoes. So you have the shoes in your hand, just like you might have a rap album in your hand, but you have no ownership or no real way of actually doing anything beyond just having that shoe. And there are things that you can do to make opportunities for yourself. All right. So here are my 10 ways for you to become an owner in sneakers. Episode 10, 10 ways going from sneakerhead to ownership. One, everybody knows this one. Sell shoes. Flipping is not a bad thing. People have to stop acting like it's bad. It allows people that are in different areas to get access to something. But sell shoes is number one. All right. Now, I want you guys to hit me with questions or whatever, and then we can do a breakdown. But remember, I'm going to go through these in detail in the upcoming weeks. I might even turn it into something I'm doing daily, where I do these 10 episodes that are on these 10 topics. So one was sell shoes. Two, design shoes. If you have a sketch pad or something, start designing shoes. You never know who you're going to run into. And there's some great websites out there like Makers Row, and there's a lot going on now. The world is really small. Design shoes because you don't know what's going to come from that. All right. You can do reviews of shoes. A lot of people on YouTube are already doing reviews of shoes. Now, you may be able to add something different, but we'll get into that in more detail as well. That's number 3, review shoes. Market shoes. Number 4, market shoes. The whole world of sneakers is built on marketing. You have to learn how to market shoes. And if you can figure that out, you'll have your access point into ownership. 5, create your own label. I've said this before in some other shows where I talk about different things. The one thing that I hate that's happening now is young dudes dogging some cat because he's not wearing like the freshest J's or the latest NMDs or something like that. You dogging these cats, and by dogging someone, you're literally cutting out your opportunity to start your own label. Don't doodle on somebody else's thing that's an individual choice, because eventually in your head, you may want to start something and you're going to want somebody to support you. But number 5 is create your own label. Number 6, create a platform for connecting sneaker lovers to each other. I know that sounds kind of gross, but connect sneaker lovers to each other. People that love kicks need to find more connection out there. There's not enough websites. I know a lot of people be like, yo, there's a ton of websites out there. So what? You might have something unique to add to the culture, and it may connect people together a little bit better. More importantly, maybe you can become StockX. Maybe you can become Kixify. Maybe you can become eBay. Maybe you can become GOAT. You have an option. You can create a platform that connects people that want to buy and sell. Now, you can do that also by doing sneaker conventions and things like that. All right, so create a platform for people that love sneakers. That's number 6. 7, and I've been doing this for a while now and talking about it the last few Insider Ties, buy some damn stock in the company that you love so much. If you are a Nike head and you got 50 pair of shoes, and you don't have your own business or something where your money is being used and you're trying to grow your money on your own, and you don't have any shares of Nike stock, you're an idiot. Get some stock. If you love NMDs and you love Adidas, this is a beautiful time to be a part of that. Go buy 2 shares or 1 share of stock of Adidas. If you don't have your own business or a website or something that you're running, take some of that money out of the bank that you were going to use to cop a pair of NMDs. Ask your mom or ask your brother or somebody to help you go to E-Trade, set you an account up, and go buy you some shares of Adidas. Buy stock in footwear and apparel companies. All right. 8. Now, this one is a little bit confusing. No, it isn't. Look into licensing older brands. I had a brand that I worked with this company. It was called Show Shot. Now I got videos and pictures, and it was growing at a really big rate. I had my own shoe out on that. This is before ARC. Now I had a licensing deal with them. You can go out and find an old brand that's no longer making whatever it is that they're making. And you can reach out to whoever owns that brand and you can get a licensing deal where you can set that brand up and you already have some history to kind of play with. All right. Licensing deals. Think about it. Think of some older brands, something to kind of play with. Maybe it's not there, maybe it is. You know what I'm saying? But look into licensing deals. That's number 8. Number 9, develop sneaker related technology, apps, websites. Um, Obviously, Fitbit is not a good one because the Apple Watch just completely killed off Fitbit. And you can go to the website and read about that if you want to. Fitbit's stock went all the way down to $15 a share from a high of, I think, $35 or $40. So don't do that. But apps and websites, there's always going to be some room for apps. Now, most of the people that are doing apps now are not doing as well as they used to because really Facebook is dominating that area and it's hard to interrupt Facebook and everybody goes to Facebook and that's like the biggest app in the world. But you can come up with something for sneaker lovers. You can come up with an app of some type, or you can come up with a website, which kind of falls into the idea of marketing and reviewing. But number 9, develop sneaker related technology. All right. Number 10, the final one. And like I said, we're going to come back and do this again. Number 10, diversify your closet. Buy more than one freaking brand. Don't be such a fanboy or a stan of one brand that you limit your closet to one effing shoe. And this is important. The more diverse your closet is, the more doors are open for innovation. If you want to start a clothing line, but you diss anybody that's not Nike and you diss anybody that's not Adidas, I can't tell you how much you're cutting off your own head, because one day you're going to wake up with this great idea and you're not going to be able to do it because your dumb ass was standing for Nike or for Adidas only instead of having a diverse closet of a lot of different things, man. Change it up by getting more than one thing in your closet. Buy more than one brand. And that's a big one. We're going to talk about that one again later too. But these are my 10 things that will take you from being just a regular sneakerhead to being an owner. Got to start thinking about that. Episode 10. That's it. Went longer than I thought it was. See you guys next week when I'll talk about flipping and selling shoes. Why not? Everybody else is doing it. But when I do it, it's a little bit different. Check it out. See you next week. Peace.